I'm Madeleine Fink, and my project title was assessing the bioaccumulation of arsenic in the fields and farmlands in Yellowstone County. So for my question, I was wondering how the high levels of arsenic in the Yellowstone River affect the soils, as in, are they building up, are they percolating down to the groundwater, are the plants taking them in, what's really going on with that? So I went out to, I got 15 samples, I went out to 13 fields and collected dirt samples. It looked like this. I gave them labels and then I took them to a lab. Here's my chain of custody form that I had to fill out. And then I waited a couple weeks and they brought back a report, an analysis report of arsenic and then of other toxic heavy metals. So what I found was that in general, unirrigated fields, so I compared unirrigated and irrigated. Unirrigated fields had a much lower level of arsenic than irrigated fields. So this graph shows irrigated, and then the golden ones are unirrigated. There was one sample that was supposedly unirrigated, but it was really close to an irrigated field, and the levels were pretty high. So I decided to basically throw that out because it wasn't good data, and then some of the other heavy metals had high numbers of those as well. Then I compared it by the crops that were grown in 2016. So as you can see, the wheat was pretty similar, pumpkins were pretty similar, the barley and alfalfa were pretty low, and then the corn was kind of all over the place, and I think that might be because of some of the phosphates that are causing the corn to take in the arsenic in some cases, and then in some soils they're not. And then the unirrigated is over there. Then I also compared it by clay loam versus sandy loam. So clay loam is when the soil sticks together more, and a sandy loam is when it kind of crumbles underneath your hands. And so the clay loam had 7.77 milligrams per kilogram on average, and then the sand had 8.13 milligrams per kilogram on average. And my hypothesis was that the clay would have a higher average, but it turned out that the sand did. Okay, and then for my data, I compared it to the arsenic levels in the Yellowstone River, and that's what I used. I used the average levels in the Yellowstone. So basically, my hypothesis was correct for this part. This part, I just said it would vary based on the plants because I didn't know for sure, but I said that some of the corn would be lower, and then I was wrong about the loam soils. So that's that.